All right, good morning. So I did not get up at 5 a.m. like I said I would, or I guess I was trying more for like 5, 5:30 maybe, more realistically. But anyway, I woke up at more like 6 or 6:30, and normally I actually wake up around 5:30 or something, and then I like go back to sleep for a bit because it's just getting light at that point. But I think, I was down in the bottom of a valley surrounded by trees, and it was also cloudy. So I think didn't get light, well, as light as it normally does at like 5:30. I don't know if maybe I was just tired, but I checked the time and it was like 6:15. It took me a while to like pack up and everything, so got moving at more like 6:45. But anyway, it's not too bad. It's better than getting up at like 9 a.m. or something. So yeah, anyway, on the trail going uphill right now, actually a little out of breath. I feel like I'm usually more out of breath like first thing in the morning, like on the first climb. But anyway, I'm still going to get to where I'm trying to get today, which is Monarch Pass, and then to the Butterfly House, the hostel, but just won't be getting there like super early, but I won't be getting there late either, so should be fine. I also obviously find it harder getting up when it's cold in the morning, for obvious reasons. You're all cozy in your sleeping bag, and you know that as soon as you get out you're going to be cold, and the thing is you can't get moving immediately because you need to pack everything up, and the sleeping bag is like one of the first things that goes into my pack. So anyway, it's not that cold, but it's cold enough that like I'm hiking uphill and I'm still wearing my puffy jacket, so it's definitely like a little bit cold, but it's not like it's below freezing or anything like that. But still makes it harder getting up in the morning, because I remember in New Mexico there were mornings where, at like 5 a.m. it was a nice temperature, like I don't know, a little bit above 10 degrees Celsius or like 50 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that, and you could just pack up and go, like wouldn't feel bad about it, and you'd know that it's going to reach like above 90 Fahrenheit, close to 100, so you want to get moving before that happens. But out here it's easier to stay cozy in your sleeping bag for a bit. But yeah, anyway, I want to get better at getting up early. I can get up at like 6:30, no issue, but anything before 6, like 5:30, it's difficult to get up that early. But it is good because it makes it a lot easier to get a lot of miles in, or do the same number of miles and take more breaks in the day. So yeah, anyway, gotta catch my breath. That's a fox, right? Not a coyote. I'm pretty sure that's a fox. I mean, it looks just like the foxes that we see in England, except much cleaner and healthier. Yeah, it's funny seeing a fox. I'm pretty sure it's a fox. I think the tail is way bigger and bushier on a fox than it is on a coyote. I didn't really know there were foxes out here though. Like, my first instinct was to think it was a coyote, but I mean, to me that looks like a fox. It's still here. It's like walking up the trail with me basically. It's not scared of people clearly. But yeah, it's funny seeing a fox out here. I don't know, it's not like, it's cool seeing a fox, obviously, it's really cool. But when you're from England, you see foxes all the time. There's a lot of foxes in London, just like in the city. So, I don't know, it's kind of normal. I'm looking at it right now, it's quite cool actually. I definitely think the foxes in London look a lot worse off though. The foxes in London usually, I don't know, their fur coat doesn't look as clean and they just look more unhealthy. This one looks pretty healthy. But I assume it's not afraid of people because, I don't know, it's probably been getting food from people or something, which is not ideal. Like, I don't know, maybe the right thing to do would be to actually try and scare it off to make it scared of people, but I don't know, all I'm doing is walking by and filming it. Yeah, so it's just following me down the trail now. Let's see, I'm going to try and film as I walk away. Yeah, it just keeps following me down the trail. It's clearly not that afraid of people. So I don't know how well you can see this, but there are lots of like shiny flakes on the ground, kind of like silver colored, and I'm wondering if that's mica. I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up very well, but it's all over the place. Like, the ground is just covered in all this like shiny flakes, silver colored flakes. And yeah, I think it's probably, well, I don't know, but it could be mica. The last time I saw mica was on Mica Mountain, pretty sure. I mean, maybe I saw it somewhere after that, but on Mica Mountain, when I was on the Arizona Trail, there was loads of shiny flakes which looked exactly like this as you go up to the summit. So that's in like Saguaro National Park, like southern Arizona basically. Kind of, I think it's near Tucson. And that was really cool. I remember thinking it was so cool that this mountain was called Mica Mountain, and I hadn't even thought about the fact that mica is a certain type of rock, or I don't know what it is, but yeah, anyway, I think it looks like mica to me. Alright, so at a certain point on this day I basically stopped filming, and I'm just going to fill in the details now. This is not the same day, but basically it started to rain, so I put the camera away, And then it didn't really rain much, like it barely rained, but I just kind of kept my camera in my pack because I was trying to move quick. I was trying to get to the butterfly house, the hostel that I want to stay at, as quickly as possible because I didn't want to get there after dark. So yeah, anyway, the views actually improved. You know, I was mostly in the forest earlier, but the views opened up a bit and could see more into the distance, see more of the mountains. I think I was looking at the collegiate peaks maybe. And yeah, anyway, I eventually made it to Monarch Pass. And at Monarch Pass, there's a little, it's not really a restaurant, it's just like a place to get snacks or to get a little bit of food. So they basically have hot dogs, or they have like bowls of chili, or they have chili dogs. So I got a chili dog and a regular hot dog, and I got some fudge, and I bought some snacks for my resupply. I don't need a lot of food to get to Twin Lakes, which is the next place I can resupply. So just got some simple stuff, and then carried on hiking to get to the butterfly house. And the butterfly house is only like a mile and a half off of the trail, so really easy to get to. Didn't have to do any hitchhiking or anything. And I got to the butterfly house at like 8 p.m, so before it got dark, so that was good. And yeah, really cool place, really welcoming, awesome place. I expected there to be loads of hikers there, but I showed up and there were just 2 people, and they're not actually CDT hikers. They were doing the collegiate loop, which is basically doing the collegiate west route and the collegiate east. There's basically 2 different routes you can take at this point. Collegiate west is supposed to be more scenic, and that's the route that I'm taking, and more above the tree line. But well, I guess they're both above the tree line. But anyway, collegiate west is supposed to be more scenic. Anyway, they were doing the loop, so they were out here for like 10 days or something. They're from Massachusetts, but yeah, they weren't through hikers, but you know, they're experienced hikers and stuff, and so it was good to hang out with them. You know, I got there at 8 p.m, so didn't really hang out for long, but they had made some food for dinner, so they offered me some food, which was really nice. I think they were like risotto cakes or something. That was really nice. And there's beer on tap at the butterfly house, which is crazy. They have kegs of beer, and at the kitchen sink, you know, there's the regular tap, and then there's like a thing for beer on tap, which is really cool. And it's a by donation hostel. They suggest $30 a night, and then to donate extra if you do laundry or if you have lots of beer. So yeah, anyway, did laundry, took a shower, all that. Yeah, nice place to get to. Nice, had a bed to sleep in and all that. So that was pretty much the rest of the day. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.